How do you set up the aiming stakes? Are they in a special direction or anything?
In real life, it's very fucking easy actually. What
Yeah,
you can do is you actually just stand by the gun, holding your two stakes, and you'd run out 50, exactly 50 meters, drop a stake, and you'd run out
I'm ready,
another 50
3.
meters and drop a stake, and then you're set. And then essentially you'd make sure you align the middle stake with the outer stake related to the barrel, or to the gun, and you read off your deflection, and that's your deflection forever and ever.
Yeah, but the direction of the line the stakes make, has that any importance?
So I am a bit dick in that I like deflection on the mortar, so I'll always foresight them. It's like, okay, you guys get your aiming sticks set up. You go.
Alright, it's in the middle of the little site. Should we? Yep.
Just got Skype up another window boon statement. Landmines are an effective form of population control.
Alright, instructors, go down the line, make sure all their sites are correct.
There you go.
Looks like a lot of these guys are doing crazy things like changing aiming points.
I'm actually reading the differences between assault rifles and carbine rifles. More specifically the M4 versus the M16.
Have you guys been checked out?
Yep, pre-check.
Bad toe ball. Bad toe ball.
4-5 checked.
Just kidding, it's not your fault, it's everyone else's fault. But still.
Bad. Why? My gun's laid perfectly.
I know, but still.
Fun part is in a danger close mission, the battery commander actually has to run to every single gun to make sure they lay it perfectly as he ordered.
I'm with new crews and the mortars and all that. It's like, okay, I'm gonna just do this just in case.
Check it out.
What was the deflection in quadrant again?
I always said since that fucking the birthday mission, no, the two-year anniversary missions, the fucking Illum accidents we had, I'm petrified to use those rounds.
Luckily I haven't told you how unstable 60mm Illum troops are in real life.
Oh god.
Like, they have a 33% fail rate.
What, Illum rounds?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we did an Illum mission in Afghanistan once where we were doing Illum for the ANP, and the mortar guys miscalculated something, so essentially a third of all the Illum rounds landed in their fucking FOB.
Oh.
Ready, 2. You ready?
Illum rounds won't kill anyone though, right?
Bertrand, keep up.
Ready for... I've called it in earlier, or are we redoing it?
There seems to be a lot of this. People don't seem to be clear where we are.
Yeah.
So guys, when everyone else report ready, what you might want to do.
Whoa.
Pro tip, when you're in artillery, just put your rifles in your back.
That reminds me of when they were doing our training course and everyone just dropped grenades everywhere.
Yeah, so maybe we just...
There's no reason why anyone should ever
Ready,
aim
time.
a grenade.
5 ready.
There are plenty of ways to prevent it.
I almost never actually bring any frag grenades with me because
You
of
should
how
always take them.
I'm so afraid of hitting the weapon.
I
They are
just
very-
use smoke grenades.
Frag grenades, very useful things, especially doing section assault. The fucking... I think I've ranted about on Skype some cracky
Alright, instructors,
say,
are we
you know,
good?
we don't need
Cross
frag
the
grenades.
line.
It's like, yeah, you're assaulting to this covered position.
Colin says again, 4 and 5 have been checked.
And then we'll traverse it back to right. Say that again, I wasn't ready yet.
But yeah, in
2 and 3, do you guys have
usually
instructor check your shit real
and
quick?
then carry two frags in the flashbang.
3 has been checked.
Oh. Okay.
It's simple enough if you go to your ace to avoid it. Go to your ace settings, and go to weapon select fire mode and turn it to selected. That'll mean you cannot select a frag grenade unless you press shift 3 or shift F.
Ah, okay.
So go where?
Case settings, weapon select fire mode, and turn it to selected.
I got
Okay, and the keys are client side.
The keys are all client side, but typically shift F and shift 3 are the ones you need to work. Allow you to access your grenades.
Hey, new, let me know when they're good.
So you put your deflection to 300 and you convert on center.
Alright.
Triggers on center.
Okay.
And then we'll grab it.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm actually going to use horseplay right now because I'm forms. Ready, type. Ready, battery ready. Battery stand by. Fire. Shot type.
Shot 4.
You guys look so silly with those big ass guns.
Shot 5.
They're trying to prove.
Shot 1. Good job, guys. That was, if your instructors didn't tell you already, that is what we call an out-of-traverse fire mission. So the deflection of the fire mission is beyond your left and right. Limits of traverse, you actually have to shift the howitzer.
Sure.
Keep in mind with this howitzer, since it has
If
a
your
limited
deflection
range of
given is
traverse,
more
you're
than
probably going to get those pretty commonly if you're especially if
3300
your
or 3100,
target
then
is
you're going to have to shift the
relatively
gun.
close to your firing position.
And if it's towards, this is less than
So
3300,
gunners, just
you're
make sure
shifting
you work
left,
with your
and
ammo
if it's more
team
than
so that
3300, you're
howitzer in
shifting right.
place quickly as you can.
Alright.
Guys, you're supposed to get reset the gun. The fire mission ends.
Yeah.
Alright, battery end of mission. End of mission. Alright, now since you've traversed since you've shifted the howitzer to the right, when you receive end of mission, go ahead and change your deflection back to 3200, and then go ahead and shift the howitzer as close to the collimator, back on the collimator as you can, and then you can just pick up the rest using your traverse.
Is that good?
Shift it right.
Stop.
Hang on, I gotta get the traverse back.
You're done.
Huzzah!
There we go.
So it's
So you-
easier.
Do I call anything in?
Full reset.
So you moved it up
Full
the collimator
reset.
to do that?
Reset 5.
Yeah, okay.
When do we actually move the collimator? Like never?
You don't
Never
ever
move the collimator.
The only
Bad
time you
things
would
happen.
move the collimator in real life is if you're setting up a new position somewhere and you need to take that with you.
You know, every time you touch the collimator, a kitten dies.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good, because I hate kittens.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Jesus, how are we supposed to work with fucking stuff like this? Kitten haters.
I know.
Reset 5.
How can you be on the internet? You're in a completely wrong place. Go somewhere else where they don't like kittens.
1 is reset.
So long as he likes puppies, that's the adequate alternative.
Alright,
I like kittens,
Guardian,
but I hate dogs.
you got the instructor panel, right?
Especially
Okay.
in Far Cry 3 when
We can go ahead and start.
they
Alright,
doing
next,
some actual
next thing we're
missions.
doing...
Shut up, guys.
Hurry up
What's
and
up,
wait,
bud?
So we want to like go to just somewhere to the southwest. You know, I don't want to go too crazy out of traverse.
Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to a hill northwest of Weber. I could watch a big ass open area there.
Alright.
And just want me to spawn some targets and send you some target information.
Yeah. I'll let you know when I'm ready in that DC and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, chaps. Next fire mission, fucking... He hasn't gunned. Seraph, you gun.
Okay.
Arson, you act as recorder. Bertrand, you act as the fucking ammo guy. I'll act as service assistant.
Okay.
Cool. I get to be recorder.
Yeah.
We are changing the ovation. Need to switch it to
So normally you only bring up a round once you have received a fire mission.
You do not load until you're given your until quadrant is set. And alternatively, do not load until
Alright, yeah, I think I'm good.
totaled.
Lined up.
Okay.
Yeah,
So like
just
when you
the
yell
individual.
fire mission, I'd be like fire mission 4 or just yell fire mission?
You call fire mission to us. If it's a battery fire mission, another gun will be doing it, typically.
Alright, gentlemen, we got Godhand is going to teleport out to the impact area, and he's going to get some FO practice in. I'm going to get some FTC practice in. We'll start running missions how, we actually would during a mission.
Be like fire mission, and then
You call fire mission until it's something specific to us. So, for example, if we're told to, if it's a do not load mission and we are told to fucking, once we are laid, you would just call laid 4, he'd respond for laid. Same with fucking a non-1, as soon as we're ready to fire, it'd be ready for.
Okay, gotcha. You just tell me if I mess up then.
So I'm gonna be AFK, I gotta grab myself real quick. Be like 15 seconds.
I have a question again about the stakes. So they only mean that that's where the gun will be shooting through, like a field of view.
It depends. The way they're set up at the moment, they're set up, I'm not too sure actually. If it's along the gun line's barrel, that is basically where this, all these aiming points are where the sight is pointing. The finer points of this you'll have to talk to Godhand about. But all these aiming points where your sight's pointing, and then you get, that'll tell you your deflection. You get your gun barrel laid off that aiming point. So when you change your deflection from your common deflection, your sight will obviously go off your aiming point, be that the collimator or the fucking aiming sticks. You'll then just shift the gun to get that your sight unit back onto the aiming point.
Yeah, okay.
I'm not sure if that answered it. I'm not the best person for the finer points. I know how to do it. That's it.
Yeah, but they are always relative towards the gun, and that's yeah, okay.
They're preset before you do any firing. There's a whole different process for setting them up.
Yeah.
There's a guide on the forums about it, I think.
Yeah, I didn't have time to read up on all that stuff.
I guess it's all to do with like math and all that.
There is some maths. The easiest way, for example, with mortars, you have your tube, you set your sight unit reset to 0, and then your deflection to 3200. That means your sight is basically looking down the length of the barrel. You just set up your aiming stakes at 50 and 100 meter intervals along that, and then you can just do from that foresighting your deflections.
Alright.
If you want a full explanation, talk to New or God.
So for deflection, I'm just aiming for the column meter whenever I shift the gun.
Yeah, you want, when you get your deflection, that is basically, the deflection is where your sight is turned to. Once you do that, your purpose is to get the gun onto that, be it by through traverse, or if it's an out of traverse fire mission, just you'll shift it round as close as possible, then you traverse the gun onto it.
Alright.
And the easiest way, remember, if it's less than 3100, you're shifting it left, or you're calling for a shift left. If it's greater than 3300, you are shifting it right.
Alright.
And once you've done your fire mission, you're resetting it all to 3200.
Alright.
And to pick up a round, I first have to prepare it.
No, you don't actually have to prepare it. you can just basically go up to the crate, get the round at the default prep, and walk over, and then prepare it at the gun. But yeah, you're better preparing your round, taking it to the gun, leaving it by the gun, and then if you've got multiple rounds, doing the same with that, and then have your stockpile of rounds by the gun.
Yep.
Ammo guy's responsibility is to have all the fucking rounds prepped and ready to be fired by the time the gun's laid, and to get the rounds reloaded as quickly as possible.
Okay.
You guys are all good down here? Because I'm probably going to go babysit them too.
We're good.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, when you're prepping rounds, always try and keep them near the gun, not in front of it, and fucking close to, well, as I said, near it.
Yeah.
Basically means you can just sit by the gun, ace interact the load, just shifting from left to right quickly.
Yeah. Be as efficient as possible.
Be polite. Be efficient. Have a plan to kill everyone you meet.
Even your friends?
Even with friends. Because you never know. You never know when Superman goes rogue.
Fire mission, battery, at my command, 3 rounds, HE, charge 1, VT, deflection, 2975, quadrant 201.
Fire mission.
Fire mission, at your command, 3 rounds, HE, charge 4, BD, deflection 2975, and 201 over. Correction, at my command, 3 rounds.
Hold on, it's just I can't hear anything.
At your command, 3 rounds.
You don't have to worry about
Correction, HE, charge 1.
What's the elevation again?
HE, charge 1.
Wait, am I not gonna do this like radio thing? Is that me or is there someone else?
If it's a battery one, someone else do it, you just have to record the fire mission that's given.
Alright,
What's the
so,
delay?
Load 3 rounds, HE, charge 1.
Good son, 3 run.
2975.
Charge 1.
Quadrant 001.
Okay, type of fuse.
What's that?
What type of fuse?
I said charge 1.
Hey, gunline, we're gonna try this again. Training my box operator here.
One sec, shush.
Right, I'll read this now point by point, so just scratch everything. Fire mission battery. Over. Fire mission. Fire mission. At my command. At your command. 3 rounds HE. 3 rounds HE. Charge 1 proximity. Charge 1 proximity. Deflection 2975. Deflection 2975. Quadrant 201. Quadrant 201.
That's just command, so...
Alright, so fire mission 3 rounds, HE, charge 1, proximity. And then what was the other thing?
To the left, I believe.
Deflection 2975, quadrant 201.
Need someone to shift the gun left.
Okay, I'll get that. Shifting left.
Stop. Okay, can you shift to the left?
Alright, hold. Shit. Go back.
No, because, I mean, you want to make sure, because in real life, I mean, the reporter's writing down everything. And everybody's yelling.
Stop. There we go.
Okay.
Go back. Yep, there. Stop.
Is it good?
I mean, it
Alright.
should take down.
I need to go back to the left. There's one.
Dark case 79. Oh, then you should go down.
Yep, stop. Perfect.
Just keep going downward.
3 rounds ready.
Okay, just pop it down for now.
Proximity fuse.
Alright.
Proximity
I think this is it.
Okay, I'll double check it for you.
Let's keep going. Hello?
Okay.
Yeah. Because I think 201.
Okay, just a hint.
Alright.
Before you call a shift, try and get the traverse centralized.
Ready,
Go
three.
on to traverse bar. So that means you've got a bit
Three
more
ready.
flexibility of movement.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright,
That's
so
us
is
ready.
4 ready?
Load it up, Bertrand. And we can call ready.
Loading.
We're gonna fire 3 at his command, right?
How do you fire again?
Once you've got it all, once it's loaded, you exit the sighting dialogue and then
Load it.
Alright, just a reminder, gun lines, this is at my
It's on
command.
left.
The first round is on the FDC, but after that first round is called, then the rest of the rounds are on you.
Yep.
You don't need to call shot, just call when round's complete, so it's the same thing. Rounds complete on 1, rounds complete on 2, etc.
Okay.
So can I say gun 4
Yep.
ready?
Gun 4 ready.
Remember, it's action, then the good piece.
Ready
Act
4.
Ready for. And he should
Thank you.
respond for ready.
He did say ready 4.
I said he should say for ready. You say ready for.
Oh, okay. So do I try that again, or?
No, give it a go again. Just
It's good like this. How do you work it out this?
Crouch. Or stand up. Yeah, when you change, when you move it up the elevation, it changes. Not that much.
Bertrand, you're gonna shoot next, right?
Yeah, okay.
just make sure all of you get a hab roll.
Because Toad Boss shot after me, and this is the 3rd person, so you have to shoot next.
If we get another one, just make sure you can all do it.
Okay, everyone sees that there's a parallax thing, which he hasn't been tasked with,
Getting used to this new button.
Sorry about that. My mother decided to interrupt.
Late
Say hi to
5.
Mom for me.
Alright.
5 late.
Wait, is 4 lead?
Hey 5,
You've
keep in
already
mind
called
this is
ready.
not a do not load mission, so just call back when you get
Word
around.
ready?
loaded and
The
you're
only
ready.
time you
Don't need to
call
back
lead
late.
is if it's a do not load.
5
Oh,
Usually
Ready
when I'm
means
loaded.
I'm late and I've got my round in the chamber ready to fire.
copy.
Ready 5. 5 ready. One ready. 1 ready. Two advise ready.
What does the artillery do when they're not firing?
Normally it's about talking, but they have to... If you're not a patient person, artillery's really not the one you want to be taking.
I heard you have to like to dig as well.
If you're a poor bastard or in one of my mortar sections and there's sandbags nearby, I will have you making random shit sandbag objects.
Maybe I should make a mod that changes the sandbags into books, so we can have book forts.
At least a good book for you.
So how do you guys on TeamSpeak get that little thing that shows what courses you've taken?
You go to courses.
Huh?
You'll get them after you've gone to courses.
Oh, I see. I thought you have to be like a UO member or something.
Status.
Oh.
Are we only using 5 guns? Correct. Ready 2. 2 ready.
And it's a steep climb.
Battery stand by. Fire.
No, now you get your gun reset. No, get it loaded, get it loaded.
Load.
Oh, there's a free one in there.
Fire. Wait on this.
Loaded.
1 round's complete. 3 rounds complete.
After this one's fired, you call rounds complete 4.
Loaded.
Rounds complete 4.
I hear him hit.
Rounds complete 5. Battery rounds complete.
They're loud.
They're actually fairly fucking close, they're only about maybe 2 kilometers away.
Yeah, just behind the mountain. Hill, whatever.
So what would be like the area of effect for each round?
Depends, 105 I'd say about 50 meters.
50 meters, really?
50 to 100 at least.
Oh wow.
DPIC, depending on the height it bursts at, is going to be considerably higher. But yeah, you get your gun reset as quickly as possible.
Okay.
Actually no, you only do that when you get in mission received, sorry.
Yeah, normally.
I'll leave it as it is for now.
Where are you going?
Yeah, I want to
Battery and emission.
Battery.
So the quickest way to do that, because you have to shift it, is get your traverse central. If you look at the bottom right, you just shift it until the, you know, chevron is in the middle, and then call for the shift.
Are you good?
Alright.
Right.
So I need to shift this then.
You will have to, because you're going to get it back to 3200.
Yep, ready now.
So you center, I'll get this barrel centered on, you know, the traverse lane, and then you call for your shift left or right.
Alright.
Yell out when your signals from the
Send it over now.
300 maybe. Is it good?
Yeah.
Or a little more?
I could go maybe one more.
Alright. We're gonna need to shift this now.
Yeah, you have to make sure you call which direction, so it'll be gun shift, right
Shift
or left.
right.
There we go.
Stop.
You're bringing it down.
Alright, we're good.
2 reset. Reset 3.
You reset?
No. I still need need shift left, shifting.
2-3 reset.
Shift where?
Got traverse reset. That's shifting right, I think.
Hey, do you want to shift to the left? Yep.
1 reset.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stop.
Hey, gents, for this next mission, if you haven't gunned yet on a Howitzer, go ahead, rotate positions. Get the gunners on the ammo team and the ammo guys on the sites.
That you?
I guess it'll do.
Yeah. You have to have it.
It's just a notch from the center.
Yeah. You just want to have as much freedom of movement as you can. So if you're doing a traverse one, you can shift it around. So you'd call
5 reset.
4 reset now. Oh, reset 4.
4 reset. 4 reset.
Okay. So Berthern, they'll be gunning. Which you used on ammo?
I've done ammo before.
Have you done recording? No, you've not.
I haven't.
Okay, so you record for this one. I'll do both the ammo and arson. If you get an out of traverse one, you deal with shifting it.
Okay, I'll traverse.
I currently have food right in front of me though, so...
Yeah. Just make sure you're listening to what's been put down, you're noting it down, and then when you get, you know...
Alright, hey you guys, just remember if you guys can't see the collimator for whatever reason, it's like super bright, turn your post-processing off. And I think you've all know this, if you can't see the collimator, turn your post-processing off. It's just like super bright.
Can I use abbreviations like FM for firing mission?
When you're writing down stuff, it's up to you how you note it down. Just so you see all the information.
Well, we can fix that.
Oh, yeah, the bigger one?
Maybe.
Fire machine. Oh god. Oh god. Special instructions.
Don't worry, I'll just sit behind you.
So first I change blah 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 and then I go with arrows, right?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
And airplane doing deflection first, so you can still see the collimator. Because like if you do elevation, it's going to be like way up in the air and you don't see it.
Okay. Deflection.
Those are some very nice colored eyes.
Why, thank you.
Fire mission battery. Fire mission. At my command. At your command. APICM, charge 2. APICM, charge 2. Fuse time. Fuse time. Time, 9.8. Time, 9.8. Deflection, 2-9er, 5-9er. Deflection, 2-9er, 5-9er. Quadrant, 227. Quadrant, 227.
Cusco, you hear that?
So,
All
Seth?
right. Firing mission at mine command. 3 rounds. GPICM charge 2. Fuse time. Time 9.8. Def 2959. Quadrant 227.
Are you looking through your sights?
I've written it out in the local chat, so.
Alright, stuff in the little aiming post.
He's having a hard time finding his ammo. We're missing someone
Shall
though.
I just do it myself?
No, he figured it out.
Okay.
We're missing someone. We hit 4 people. Who's the other person?
Yeah.
Alright, do you want me to go right or left?
Well, I need to go left.
I think.
Oh no, wait,
the
this
time
is
does
4.
amazing.
I'm retarded. I wasn't counting myself.
Yep. Yeah.
I'll just help him out.
Tell him to stop.
Yeah, they're all prepped, just carry them over.
What are they, PBM rounds?
DPICM.
DPI.
Gun set at deflection 2959, quadrant 227.
Alright, tell me when.
Quadrant set, yeah.
Need a shift?
You shouldn't need it. I don't think at least.
How would I see that if I need a shift?
Well, if it's out
Look
of
at your
traverse,
traverse.
is your sight set on the collimator? I don't think it is.
Not anymore, no.
Then you have to shift the gun until it is on the collimator.
Okay.
I'll do that for you.
The barrel needs to go left.
Mine are just stuff there.
Yeah, I'm doing like a
Tell me when to stop.
Yep.
Get your vertical up and down.
Keep going.
The OB or OBJ or whatever.
Almost there.
One
Halt.
ready.
Halt. A little bit to the other side again.
You
On
can,
the side, the
you
side.
shouldn't need to, you just use your barrel traverse using your left and right arrow keys to get it on.
Oh, okay. Then
You only use the shift to get it as close as possible.
Get the elevation on 57. Yeah. Alright.
Don't touch the collimator.
Your press control shift and the up arrow.
What if the collimator actually falls down from wind?
so the center of the collimator is showing the number 5. I can see the 0 on the right and the 10 on the left.
Yeah, so you get your central line on the 0.
Okay, done.
There we go, that's your your deflection lead. Have you got the barrel leveled for the elevation?
Elevation is 0227.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, is the level set on that?
I have to, you mean the little O has to be in the middle?
You use up and down arrow keys. Shift to get as close as possible, and then
Okay, doing that.
it's a bit low.
So there's a
You want
I love how
to
we
do?
can.
Yeah, I'll try the other side.
Yeah. And if it goes too far, just use the small and get it close in again, and then.
Okay, it's in.
I'll just go to double check it for you. If you want.
I'll probably have to change the traverse. I'll get out.
Double check.
There you go.
The traverse
No,
probably.
all set, well done.
Oh, so the traverse that doesn't have to change anymore.
All that means is that's an indication of how far you've got before you're out of traverse and you have to shift it.
Ah, okay.
So. Okay, I'm gonna load it and then recorder call ready.
Ready, 3. 3 ready.
Trying to get in.
Load it.
Yep, call ready.
Ready, 4. 4 ready.
So I just have to hit the left button now and then...
Yeah, make sure you're not in any kind of dialogue.
Yep.
Ready, 5. 5 ready.
And you might want to check like whether after the 0 on the 0 thing on the column.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, so it's what I'm thinking here.
God, be closer. I want to hit them with my sword.
Indeed. Then don't go running around the back of this. I've seen guys do it and break their legs and armor. It's just a weird damage engine.
Okay.
So it was on his command, so every round you have to wait for his command, right?
Yeah.
Did he? I thought he said at his command, so before the first round.
So what is DPICM?
Close to 1 basically.
Those.
Are we loading? Not yet.
I don't want to be the detonator coming out.
He's the guy.
Yeah. Oh, it's sexy.
Yes.
Yep.
So ja.
Ready, 3. 3 ready.
Apparently 3 has to get ready twice.
They may have called it prematurely.
2 status.
It's actually much easier than
So and how do you reset the gun if you have moved the optics?
Okay, when we get to end of mission, what you'll do is you set deflection back to 3200, and that'll move the sight back to where it was originally, and then you'll just shift the gun back around to that.
Oh, okay.
2 not ready yet.
Yep.
2 not ready.
Key thing to do be when you're actually in a mission, you're on one of these, you want to be as quick as possible with everything. So when you have this, you'll have one guy holding up an entire fire mission, or maybe, you know, one gun.
Yeah.
Which in a mission is a lot more problematic than you think.
What is pieces follow?
Pieces to follow. That's which guns are to which guns are being involved in this fire mission.
Okay, and pieces to fire.
Yeah, they're the ones that will fire. Basically, typically, the way to think that is, pieces to fire are the guns to lay onto that thing. Pieces to fire are the guns that will actually be firing on that fire mission.
Alright, it makes sense. And method of fire?
Method of fire is typically how many rounds you're firing.
Okay, cool.
You'll only typically get pieces to follow and pieces to fire when it's at adjust. So that means one gun will be firing the rounds, or a round type, onto that fire mission. And the forward observer will say, okay, is that on target or not? And what that means is once they can confirm that's on target, or they can send adjusts, that gun and every other gun that's associated, that's in the pieces to follow, will adjust onto it until it's on target. Then he'll give another fire mission which will involve either the battery or all those guns that were adjusting firing.
Alright. How exactly do they actually work out the deflection and quadrant for the target?
The quadrant you get from a range table, and deflection there is a math formula for it, which I can't remember I can remember roughly, but I don't want to go around saying the wrong thing. But alternatively, you see that Humvee over there, that's got a lovely thing in it which is called a battery computer, which will just calculate it all for you. You put in the grid, you put on your grid, your elevation, the target elevation and that, and it'll figure it out all for you.
Alright.
That you'd want to go to an FTC course for.
Why is it that I can see an orange symbol on this artillery gun whenever I press escape twice?
An orange symbol?
Yeah.
Not entirely sure. You might see a green chevron if it's on Bertrand's your section leader.
Ah, well, nobody else is my section leader. I just
then I don't know.
Whoever need people.
You get a screenshot of it and post it in the forum, so I won't be able to tell you.
Alright. It looks kind of like an envelope. It could just mean that...
an interesting one, okay.
It could just mean that there's somebody in it. In the RT.
In Arma, on the most missions at UO, you'll find you only have three-man crews. But that'll mean either the gunner or the assistant, or actually better yet, the ammo bearer will act as the recorder. Typically, I would recommend the ammo bearer because he's got the least amount to do. And also, if he notes it down, he doesn't always have to look back and check what charge and stuff he's got to set. Typically the gunner's the one in charge of the crew, so.
Okay. Whoever made this skybox really did a bad job at it. Look at the top. You can see all the seams.
To be honest, if you're looking at that in a mission, you're looking in the wrong direction.
Yeah. I'm just bored, Ray.
Again, you'll find this quite often in artillery.
God damn it. It's getting...
I blame
Yes. I blame Sam.
I'm just gonna take this fire.
Battery ready. Stand by.
Stand by.
Stand by. Fire.
Loaded.
Shot 5.
Firing.
Shot 4.
Reload first.
Loaded.
Firing.
Call range complete.
1 round complete.
Range complete for it.
Yeah, wait for it.
Rounds
Did you
complete.
fire all
3.
of them?
Yep.
Rounds complete. 4.
Again? Why did we say complete twice?
We didn't.
Oh.
Rounds complete. 5.
I started in direct.
Rounds complete. 6. Battery rounds complete.
Battery rounds complete.
Satisfying.
I still like booms though. If we could see it, there would be.
Well, this is fun.
Yep.
How much more do we gotta do?
No.
All over the place.
That's
Saying, you know, he's probably got more to cover. You know,
I mean, if sitting...
that's the basics of firing
Yeah.
and laying the damn thing.
I really wouldn't do that.
And now we wait for end of mission and then we reset.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yes, interception.
But we keep our current state until he ends the
Yeah.
Yeah,
I need to get back in then.
Disappointing thing, you wouldn't hear DPICM this close. When you're in the field, you'll typically hear a pop followed by lots of loud bangs.
So if you ever hear that pop, get inside immediately.
Yeah.
What happens if we accidentally kill the forward observer?
Then either your gun was laid wrong, or he gave you the wrong fire mission, or your FTC fucked up.
Yeah.
But what happens then? You probably got bigger things to worry about. Is
Yep.
they've killed platoon or each company command.
Either that, or he just called artillery on his own coordinates on purpose.
Yeah, you won't typically do that.
Yeah, not unless if you're completely surrounded and want to take out.
And even then, your priority is getting yourself out alive. So.
Yeah.
You can call danger close, but you would never call it in on your head.
Yeah.
And he just like told us to kill each other. And whoever survived in the end was the team rescue.
Hey, Zoom, go ahead. Hop back in the Humvee.
I guess we're firing at grid 035093.
We have the power to focus on him.
About?
No,
that area?
that is where our forward observer is.
Ah.
Should just put them all in this room.
At the moment he'll be picking out targets around V-Bore, or, you know, to the south and southeast of that.
Okay.
We had someone today, Eric Collins Tower, and he just all shot the artillery.
You can generally tell how far you're firing by the elevation and the fuse or the charge you're using. If it's a low charge and a low elevation, you're not firing very far.
Yeah.
Well, if it's a high charge and a low elevation, you're typically firing quite far, but at a low angle.
Hey, Zoom, I got another mission coming down.
Oh god.
Wait, what?
Okay, so if you want to swap it out about again.
I'll be Anna Man again. Arsonist, you can be the recorder.
So it's not reset now at the moment.
No.
No.
I'll hop on and deal with it because I can work from an unreset gun.
It's a good thing I already have a tendency to repeat what other people say.
So who's going to be recording for the next one?
Well, you've all done it, so pick the two. Whoever wants to do it.
Yeah.
If one of you wants the gun again, I'll do it. But the big thing about this all is practice, so the more often you do it, the better you're gonna get at it.
Yeah.
We might get another out of traverse one, so Arsonist, if you want to hop on and gun for this one, I'll record.
Okay, I'll do the ammo.
Yep.
And I'll check the insurance. Checking the insurance. No, wait, I'll just be Hammer Man also. Assistant
Actually,
Hammer.
let's wait, because I might give you a case of Arsonist being AFK.
What are we waiting for at the moment?
Okay.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Correction method of fire, battery adjust.
So I'm guessing setting up these things is a whole different matter.
Yeah, there is a post on that, and it's not something you typically do in an armor mission. No, you can do it in an armor mission, but realistically, you would do it ages before you got in.
Correction, method of fire.
1 sec.
Battery adjust, number 3, 1 round.
Okay, wait, don't fire anything.
Battery adjust, 3, 1 round.
Battery adjust, 3, 1 round.
Okay, this is going to be a battery adjust and one.
Deflection 2984.
You take copy of
2984.
Deflection 2984.
Deflection 2984.
Okay, we set our deflection coordinates off what they give.
Quadrant
Don't fire it with bullets.
215. Quadrant 215.
Quadrant 215.
Okay. So the only person.
Correction time 9.3. Correction time 9.3.
Time 9.3.
Deflection 2984. Elevation 5.
Okay, so elevate deflection 2984.
You got the time for it?
And then your elevated quadrant is 215.
What was the charge?
We don't need to worry about any of the loading or ammo at this moment. He'll give us a separate one we want us to fire.
Okay.
And when it's an adjust the battery, adjust the deflection quadrant until.
What did they say? Did they?
Gun lead.
Okay. Did they say it or did I just miss it?
What?
Let me double check quickly. Just.
3. Correction method of fire. Fire when ready. 3. Correction method of fire. Fire when ready.
I'm ready.
You're not the one firing.
I know, but I'm saying that everything's set.
Gun line, keep in mind the rest, if you're not number 3, you're just adjusting, you're not loading. But you are adjusting to his deflection quadrant, and go ahead and have your ammo team set the time and charge on that round.
Alright, never mind. Did you catch it?
Yeah, whenever you're ready.
Some of it, but not the charge.
Surf, did you catch time and fuse?
Oh,
No.
9.3 time on the fuse. And 1 round, but I don't know the charge.
Okay, then you
Hey.
call.
So just to check, deflection 2984, quadrant 215.
Round out 3. 3 shot.
Okay, who's our recorder for this?
You were.
Alright, sure. Fuck's sake.
You can just request for your information.
Yeah, I just want to make sure.
Or repeat. Fuse and projectile. Fuse, time, DPICM. Fuse time, APICM. Time 9.3. Time 9.3. Correction charge. Correction charge.
Oh shit off. I'm just gonna
Left 100, fire for effect.
Correction charge.
Sorry about that. Yeah, sorry about that. What was the fucking charge?
Yeah, I know, charge 2.
Okay, thank you for that.
Does he just, no, but I mean, does he just not slow down?
Alright.
No auto munitions
Alright,
in
write
this
this down.
box.
It's a big thing, but correction, method of fire, battery 3 rounds.
Charge 2.
Copy.
Just get 1 round, prep it, fuse, time 9.3.
Charge 2?
Shell remains the same.
Yep,
but
and fuse,
correction
time 9.3.
9.0.
It's DPICM.
Correction deflection 2938.
Keep your eyes here.
This one should be ready.
Correction quadrant 208.
Just pop it by the gun.
No way, this is smart.
So,
It's okay, he's already got it.
Okay. I accidentally prepared some smoke.
yeah, just for the
well.
Oh well.
There's...
Gun 1 only have 2 rounds ICM left.
Roger, all battery call signs to expend ammunitions as far as they're existent. Stand by for correction. Break. Correction, method of fire, battery, 3 rounds. Battery, 3 rounds.
Battery 3 rounds.
Only the base gun to reach back here. Break. Special instructions, fire when ready. Fire when ready. Time, 9.0. Time 9.0. Correction, deflection, 2938. Correction, deflection, 2938. Correction, quadrant, 208. Correction, quadrant, 208.
Did he just change the time? Alright, I just want to get that.
Okay. Get as many rounds as we can, DPICM, prep time 9, charge 2. Gunner, deflection 2938, quadrant 208.
3 rounds.
Okay. The one by the gun is ready.
Charge 2.
Collection 293.
we're gonna expend all our DPICM on this mission. Some guns only have
Alright,
2 rounds.
do I need to move my gun or is it
Fire when ready.
Pop off and I'll double check.
Load it.
1 round complete.
1 round complete.
Rounds complete, 3.
3 rounds complete.
So you have to get the move tube so the sight unit is back in the correct position. Load it and then fire when as soon as we're ready.
Hey, Gunline FTC is confirming you are expending all remaining DPICM. You are not loading any different shell types.
Tell me when you're ready to go, Larson. Loaded.
Okay.
Rounds complete, 5.
Okay, you know,
5 rounds complete.
And then fire. Once you've got all the tube laid for elevate level, once the tube's leveled and once the deflection is set in, fire.
Hold on, I need to get the gun leading. No, that won't.
Rounds complete, sir.
2 rounds complete.
Alright, firing.
Okay, get it loaded again.
I don't find any other DPCIMs. DPICMs.
Firing.
Range complete. 4 rounds complete. Battery rounds complete.
I'll go upstairs, double check
Rounds
that.
complete. Be
Hindsight.
advised, Tango's Winchester on DPICM. Over.
Okay. Okay.
So how exactly do you get more rounds? Do they come in shipments?
Once we're out of ammo, we're out of ammo.
Buy more war bonds.
Any of you jokers have some morphine in your fancy truck?
I have some morphine.
Thank you.
Let me guess, someone fell over a crate.
That's a damn fine question. I'll let you know when I take you out.
I might need to check a fleet. Can you examine me and tell me if it's okay?
You appear fine.
Alright.
Why do we have some smoke here?
Where?
It was a prepped round, I brought it over.
Yeah,
But
you may as well put it back and you can load it back into the crate.
Yep.
So you take it over to the crate, Ace interact with it, and it should be loaded back into, or repack.
Excellent.
Kind of hope it is.
Roger that.
It's been going on. Just put fix up over it.
I done did. This is an 80 box. Another 80 box.
Yeah, home till 6. Probably not sleep. I mean, most of that day you'll be traveling.
You get this all, man. I mean, come on. Finish this already. Or do something else.
Yeah, cause it looks focus everything.
That floating box. You're jamming it with your chin, really?
Here's my name. Oh yeah, I was like.
fun if this can't, like, just to end this, they just have AI attack us. I'm gonna fight them all.
Yeah, or just have about 40
With
rounds.
fucking force inoculation.
Yeah.
Oh yes, like big waves coming over the hill over there. Oh yes.
That would be fun.
Fire mission grid.
Yeah, I just had to go through a bunch of my notes. A lot of the stuff.
Grid 03610695, altitude 336 out. Enemy infantry in structures across each delay. Hey, Brent.
Yeah.
Oh, here comes the infantry.
What?
I don't know. I heard something about infantry.
Yeah, me too. I'm hoping.
Yeah, once
We better get those 5 HE delay ready.
Ship back.
Wait, what charge should we use?
Fire mission, battery.
We don't have a fire mission yet, we have to wait anyway.
Ah.
Yeah.
Special instructions.
Don't go preempting your FDC, always wait till he gives you stuff.
Okay.
Charge forward. Use delay.
So who's gunning?
I'll do it.
Deflection 2.
I'll gun if one of you wants to record it.
Quadrant 263. Careful.
I'll record it then.
Okay. I'm a man again.
If you want to record it, I'm fine with switching.
Yeah, I don't mind being I'm a man.
So I'm the arrow guy again.
Quadrant 263.
That's my dude.
Don't say I didn't ask.
Fire mission, battery, 5 rounds.
Fire mission battery, 5 rounds.
What?
I say again, only gun 3 to read back.
Fire mission 5 rounds.
Special instructions, fire when ready.
Fire when ready.
Fire when ready. Shell HE, charge 4.
HE, charge 4.
Shell HE, charge 4. Fuse delay.
Fuse delay.
Fuse delay. Deflection 24, 9 or 2.
Deflection 2494.
Quadrant 263. Quadrant 263.
Quadrant 263.
So in terms of the procedure, only the gun 3 will read back when the battery is addressed. And if there's a misunderstanding, or if the one gun section is not 100% clear on the firing command, they will afterwards inquire and ask for, say again, on elements of the fire command or the entire fire command.
Alright, I'm probably gonna have to
Standing by to shift left.
Shift.
Yeah.
Stop.
Seems like they got the shifting thing, yeah.
Stand by. Halt. Okay, good.
Stand by. Sounds ready.
Once more. Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, that's fire when ready, so that he would fire.
Are we laid in?
Nope.
No, that's it.
One more. I've got one more incoming after this.
2492.
Gun laid.
2492.
Elevation.
Waiting for round loaded.
Do I call this in?
No, yeah.
It's when ready.
When it's a fire when ready, only thing you call
Right.
Loaded.
ready to fire.
Ready for.
It's fire when ready, so.
Special instructions are fire when ready.
Load it up.
Loading. Loaded.
Load it up, make sure as quickly as possible.
Loaded. Loaded.
Rounds complete. 3.
How many more?
No more.
Okay, call.
3 rounds complete.
Rounds complete 4.
4 rounds complete.
Good job. When you're gunning, make sure you always, once each round goes out, make sure you always take a second to double check
5 rounds.
things. When you fire, the elevation sometimes gets knocked off a little.
1 round complete.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. It really does that in game?
Oh. Yeah, you wanna...
Hey, Gunline, you guys got any more HE left?
Should have another crate.
Why am I carrying the crate?
Get up.
Oh no.
Gunline, let me know how many HE you got left.
1.
No, we have 5 in this one. How many in the left hand one?
Glover here, can you come and look at our car?
11.
Okay, 1. We have 6 rounds left. HE, let the FDC know that.
Yeah.
Tell Bertrand to tell the FDC.
Wait a minute. Wait. So
Gunline, correction, method of fire, expend all remaining.
Okay.
Get all the... One sec.
Correction, fuse, quick.
Fuse
quick.
Fuse quick.
All remaining rounds, fuse quick.
Charge 4.
Yep.
Yep, yeah, they all
3 of
are.
you just get those rounds all up and get them up right by the gun.
Gunline, quadrant 263.
I'm gonna prep them.
You can probably have some.
Yeah, I'll if you prep them up.
2, 6, 3. Lay down.
Well, the fuse is fucking... No, well, I'm talking about shell HE, fuse PD.
Ah, PD, I thought you were talking about high explosive plastic.
Shot over.
Okay, get me loaded as soon as you can. Get the rounds up and then get me loaded. Okay, last one coming up.
Yeah, the loading so far.
Yeah. Whoever's loading me, get me loaded.
Loaded.
Baron.
Alright. We're ready, so Baron.
Loading.
How many we got?
3.
2 more.
Round out.
2.
On the last round, call rounds complete.
Rounds complete 4.
4 rounds complete.
Good job. That's the kind of rate of fire you want to have. And that you can sit back and watch as everyone else takes forever.
Oh man.
Rounds complete 5.
So basically the gun crew's work is to just be as fast as possible, and the mathematics are for the FDC.
You know what you're doing, obviously, but you know, speed and efficiency are the 2 big
Rounds
things you
complete
want.
3.
Yep.
3 rounds
So
complete.
never when you're getting to a mission, never have too many rounds cluttered over the place. Always have, and when you've got ready, make sure they're ready to go by the gun.
Yeah.
Alright.
And if you're the ammo bearer, call a last round so that, you know...
Rounds complete on...
A recorder.
1 rounds complete.
Make sure that he's in charge. So how do they... how do they know where...
The collimator gets placed when you place
Just gonna help me out.
Yeah, skip along now.
So you have to watch the thing and somebody has to move around, is that it?
Yeah, if you mess it up, then you have to line it up.
It sucks. The loading's happening.
But usually it gets it's the collimator gets automatically placed in the right position.
Rounds complete, too. Battery rounds complete.
There you go.
There's one more cable.
If only you could just get the box and dump it right into the artillery.
Smoke and elimination, probably.
If only artillery has clips.
There's some artillery systems in the world.
Rounds complete. 2 is the game. Alright, hey gentlemen, gather around the sandbag bunker.
Gather around.
Beer.
Hope I got done this practicing. Miller time.
So someone was
Yeah,
aiming at
FO's
least 20
back.
mils off.
Our coverless FO over there.
Someone was aiming at least 20 mils off.
Yeah.
Because we basically had this nice row of 4 grenades landing in pretty much the same places around the building, and then we had this one just landing in an open field far out.
Well, I think some of the guns might have got fucked
That's
up
a rogue gun.
or screwing around with the reset buttons, but alright, well, overall, guys, good job. This is the first time I ran this course. This is actually the first time I've done a UOTC course, so I know at the start it was a little bit disorganized, honestly, from my end, but everybody caught on pretty quick. Everybody, you know, maintained a mature attitude, and I think caught on to everything pretty quickly, so I appreciate you guys for that. Hopefully in the near future we'll run a couple more artillery courses, like maybe an advanced cannoneer course, and I know Zoomwork is trying to rope me into doing an FDC course, but definitely take the knowledge you've learned here to the server and teach other people, so you know we don't have the same guys carrying guns every mission. Is there any questions for me?
Yep. If you fuck your collimator up or your aiming post, is it like does it take a long time to teach how to get it unfucked again?
It's more a matter of an ace bug actually. You can't always pick it back up when you move it the first time.
It's not too, or like, as long as you haven't shifted the gun, like, at all.
Well, you can somewhat easily. So if you have the aiming point, you gotta know at some point though the actual azimuth of the gun, and then the aiming post will always spawn 400 mils off the actual azimuth of the gun. So that is where your sight will also initially point at the aiming post. So in this case, they'll point at the collimator, which is the same principle, just with a different offset from the base direction of fire of the gun. And then you basically have to, you know, calculate the reset onto your azimuth and then shift it back. But it's a little tricky.
In essence, if you already had a pre-spawned secondary aiming point, such as aiming stakes here, it would be really easy to just shift your sight off of the broken collimator onto the aiming points, and then just resetting your deflection back to 3200 without shifting the gun. All you'd be doing is moving your sight around, setting the dials back to 3200, and it would be really easy and it would work. If you don't have a secondary aiming point installed already, you have to know how to put one up, but as long as you don't shift the gun around, you'll still be fine. It'll still be quite easy. Now, if the gun is shifted, if it's not laid correctly anymore, then you're gonna have to know how to lay a gun with an aiming circle, and that's gonna take a lot of time.
Okay.
Yeah. Like I said, hopefully if I ever do an advanced mechanic course, we're going to cover in placing the battery, changing aiming points. It's just, there wasn't, you know, we would have been here for 5 hours if I included that in this course, so. It's really, I've got a couple guides in the forums, so if you're ever just bored, just head into the UOTC section of the forums, and there should be a guide on howitzer and placing, and kind of the relation between, like, aiming points and how it works, because it's a little bit easier to understand when you've got, like, a visual of it.
I don't think there are any guides out on the aiming circle right now, but you're just gonna have to ask someone who knows.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, even I probably need a refresher on that stuff, because there's a lot of steps.
I forgot how the aiming circle works.
Yeah.
I'll probably have to fiddle
Really
around with it for
try to
15 minutes.
any missions, because we don't really have any way to transport the guns right now anyway. But, yeah, and a lot of this stuff carries over into mortars, so it's basically the same operation for mortars if they're pre-in place. You have the same, you know, deflection of 3200, and the same way you change deflection and elevation on the mortars it's the same exact as the howitzer. So, you know, as long as the mortars aren't pre-in place, you know, don't hesitate to take those slots, as long as you have a pretty competent FDC. But other than that, I guess that's it. So, I mean, if you guys want to stick around and have any questions about anything, feel free to ask, but I don't want to take up too much of your guys' time.
I have a question.
Yeah, I would ask everybody who is keen on tags to stick around for a second so I can assign them. And that, thank you very much. Especially Pi, thank you very much.
Oh, also, I'm not sure if you mentioned the numbers on the collimator, what they do and what you're supposed to use them for.
There becomes a point, the reason they're there is because sometimes you pick up so much displacement, or when you shift the howitzer, you can no longer see, like, I don't know if you guys noticed when you were shifting the howitzers, did the numbers kind of shift on the collimator, like the 0 wasn't quite in the center of the collimator anymore?
Yeah.
Yeah,
yep.
So you can sometimes shift or displace so much that you just cannot see that 0 anymore. So what you do is you line up, you know, when you look through your sight on the actual howitzer, you've got, you know, 15, 10, 5 on the left and right. If you can't see the 0, you're going to line, for example, the left 5 on your sight up with the left 5 on the collimator. And you can, the collimator can account for up to, I think, like 80 mils about of displacement before it's just completely, you know, out the window.
Yeah, for this mission I had to line up 35.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, me too.
The main thing you just have to watch out for is you'll notice how the numbers kind of go up in a V pattern to the left and to the right. You have to make sure you're lining up the correct numbers, like, you know, if it's going up to the left, you line it up the left side of your sights on the howitzer. A lot of people will make the mistake of trying to put the right numbers on the left numbers and vice versa. And I kind of get a feel you guys kind of got a feel for out-of-traverse missions, you know, working with whoever's shifting your gun, counting them down onto the collimator. That's really what makes it a really good artillery crew with this, is being able to shift onto those out-of-traverse missions quickly. Any other questions? Alright, so just waiting on EXO to assign.
Pi, I didn't see your answer on TeamSpeak there. Anybody in the channel that doesn't get it? Maybe I'm just overlooking something.
What's that?
Is everybody who's currently in the channel is eligible for the tag, right? Because I didn't follow the names.
Yeah, so it should be.
Okay.
Could Echo get it first, because I really need to run right now. Thank you, Pi, for the guide and everything. Goodbye.
Yeah, no worries. Stay easy.
Poof.
That's a bit harsh.
Sorry.